So how do you travel around Winnipeg?
I travel mostly by foot and by bus. My family has 2 cars, but I don't get to use them. My wife takes 1 car to work, my daughter takes the other to the university, and I'm left with pedestrian capacity. It works out pretty well for me because I work from a home office most of the time when I'm not traveling for work. I work from a home office. I can walk to the grocery store, walk to the pharmacy, walk to the cafe here, and get around on my own feet. And then when I need to go a little further afield, there's great transit service where I live.
Why do you think people are afraid to cycle on Winnipeg streets?
Wow. Why are they afraid to cycle on Winnipeg streets? I'm afraid to cycle on Winnipeg streets. I don't mind going up and down my own little bay here in Silver Heights. But the truth is that to get onto Mount Royal Road, I feel vulnerable. The traffic congestion is increasing in the city, and that makes people feel vulnerable. The incidence of distracted driving continues to be frightening. I continue to see people talking on their cell phones as they sail by me as I'm walking, and I'd hate to be on a bike while they were doing it. I think they're afraid sometimes for kind of more superficial reasons, like you can leave home to head to the office early in the morning in a nice sunny day, and you might be afraid of getting wet on the ride home, which is not a big safety concern, but it does affect people's dignity. So I think those are the kind of factors that come into play when people express fear about traveling by bike.
And what would you see City Hall doing in the next 4 years to make Winnipeg more bike friendly?
I think we need to continue to expand our bike path network. That we need to create exclusive rights of way for people to be able to cycle. We need to develop our capacity to separate cars from bicycles on main thoroughfares and secondary thoroughfares so that people can travel safely by bicycle alongside the traffic. I think we need to engage in an education campaign so that both drivers and cyclists better understand what the rules of the road are and how they ought to behave when interacting with one another in sharing the traffic space. And I think we actually have to commit ourselves to doing things like plowing the bicycle pathways in the wintertime so that they're free of ice and snow and help to separate vehicles from bicycles and help to keep bicycles safely upright.
And in the long run, what would it take to make Winnipeg bike-friendly year-round?
I think one of the things is that we need an attitudinal shift as people. We forget that historically, if we go back a century or more, that Winnipeggers did travel by bicycle year-round in the city, that they weren't afraid of the winter. It's a fact of life here, that you can actually keep comfortably warm while riding your bicycle in the wintertime. But we need to make sure that the bike paths and the roads are clear and free of snow. And then I think that it'll catch hold when people discover that it's actually a delight to ride their bike in the winter. More people will do it.